Hello everybody. So finally I'm taking the time to do a little video for you and to give you an update, much needed update on my current situation, on the situation of my business for the next weeks and months, because I actually made a big decision, and my daily routine is going to change massively for the next 6 months, because I decided to take a job. Yeah, which I haven't done, not at least not a full-time job, for a very long time. And yeah, so like that is the decision I made, and it also means that I will not prioritize my business anymore. And that is like, for the last 7 years, or even almost 8 years, I have been prioritizing my business. Yeah, and putting all else kind of like on the back seat. And the last year especially was very, very, I don't want to say it was very heavy, because that's also not really true. I mean, I had a lot of fun, I had like a lot of awesome moments, but my monetary situation was really, really bad, and it still is. And that, of course, like put me in a position where I was really struggling, and very often in fight or flight mode, and in like not really in a mode where I could rest. And that is, especially for women, a very bad situation to be in. And it has massive effect on the body, like negative effects on the body. And even though I really have to say that like I think I evolved a lot through these situations. I mean, it's been going on for quite a while. I was never really, monetary wise, I was never really in an amazing position or something. And you guys also know that I've been struggling with settling. I just wanted to say growing roots, but I did grow some roots. I grew the roots in my heart, definitely, through these situations, through the situation that I put myself in, or like that the universe put me in. So since 2019 I haven't had a base, a proper home. It was never the plan, as you probably heard me say. So but yeah, so like that was also like putting me in, like constantly moving. And even though I stayed at places for like more or less 4 to 8 months, it still is like, like I was never really settling. I was never really growing roots and just being still. And I don't know if that will be the case for the next, if that will really change. There was like some animal at my hat. It's an awesome hat, so it's understandable. But so I don't know if that will change long term. I hope so, because I think it would be good for me. But yeah, for the next 6 months at least, I will be at the same place. It will actually be a Greek island, so not the worst place, I think. So I'm preparing for my departure, and I'm actually very excited. Also very excited for the job. But yeah, like as I said, like all this, so like this, the way that I lived really helped me to grow roots within my heart, and like really I grew very, very resilient. But still, like it's not a good situation to be in long term, to be on the move and have not really a good, stable monetary foundation. So it's, like it's a struggle. It has been a struggle, at least for me. And so I decided to make a change, which was not easy for me to do, because I love my business. I love communicating with you. I love I love talking about these things that I'm talking about, and all these things. So I know that this is like I've not just poured my heart into this business and into these matters to make money or something, but because I really wanted to. So like, otherwise I wouldn't have done that. I mean, I went through a lot because I did. I mean, because I put myself into this. I wanted to put myself into this. Anyways, so like this was like not an easy decision for me. My ego was like really like, no, I don't want to let go. I want to continue. I want to keep on doing that. But I really feel that the situation that I committed to, the new situation, will be good for me. And I don't really know how yet. I mean, I have some, suggestions, or like not suggestions, but like ideas. I think it will be really good for my body to reset my nervous system, to reset my metabolism on a like a good note. Both of those things, to grow some roots, to be still, to be here, to be present. I'm also like really, my plan is to really work on my creativity, because for the last months already, like I don't want to say that I wasn't inspired, because I definitely am inspired with the things that I put out, but it often came from a place of pressure. And I pushed myself to do things sometimes because I needed money, and that this is just not the kind of energy that I want to put out, like, I mean, I don't want to say that I sold myself out, because I really didn't. And that's really not my thing. That's just, like, I think I can't do that. But yeah, there was a lot of times there was pressure behind my creations, or at least behind my offerings or my services. And I don't want that. So that's not the right kind of energy. That is not how I work. I hate that, actually. I really hate that. And it's also not working. It's just not working. And so, yeah. And so, like, but still, so like I want to create from a place of freedom. I want to create from a place of love and stillness and like peace. And yeah. And joy, most of all, maybe joy. And I really hope that this will be, that I will have like a revival in these areas, and like manage to get back to this kind of state within the next months. I really don't know if this is going to work out like that. Maybe it's something else that I'm going to learn. I will be part of a team. I think it's really, really cool people, so I'm looking forward to that. But it's also like very, like, I haven't been part of a team in a while, and I also haven't. I was really very much on my own schedule within the last years, and I really like that, actually. However, it's funny because we have like as you probably know, we have the North Node in Pisces right now and the South Node in Virgo, which means for most of us that there will be changes in our daily routine and structure, the daily structure, which is absolutely the case. But usually for most people it should be the other way around, like, so like coming from like breaking open the structures, like to, like moving from a place of rigidity to a more flexible, more open, more flowy kind of state, because that's the Piscean state, and I'm a Pisces rising. However, for me, probably because of that, out of that reason, it looks a little different. Looks like I'm doing it the other way around. And like structure, daily routine, and that's not coming easily to me, because I have no placements in no planets in Virgo, and also none in Capricorn, and only one in Taurus, and that is not so much about the structure. so I think I really need that for now, and I think it will be good for me. I hope so. And also, like, the job that I took gives me the opportunity to try out some things that I was really wanted to try out for quite a while. So I am scared, but I'm also excited. And yeah, it will be a full-time job, so I won't have so much time to put into my business. Maybe I will still have some time, I don't know, but I cannot promise that right now. And I also don't want to make a commitment to myself right now because I think it's important to really commit to the new thing for as long as it's going. It's going for 6 months, and then we'll see. And so it's a big change for me. I am in a personal year number 7, and that means that it's not like that I am not necessarily pushed to be on the center stage, even though there was like a solar eclipse on my sun right now. Like the last solar eclipse was on my sun, and like, that could mean something very different. However, there is another topic coming in quite big, and it has to do, let's just say, like, with the ego death. And I think this year is, for me personally, is about that, which is also like a match to the like the 9-year, collectively we are in a year number 9, as you probably heard me say. The topics that I received for this year have been rebirth, birth, the womb, and also resurrection, which was coming in for me personally very, very clearly and very often, and like especially within the last 2 weeks, it's popping up all over the place. And yeah, like also awakening and all kinds of things. But I think for me personally, it's a year of death and rebirth and resurrection. And it was also like interesting because the card reading that I did for myself for the year ahead, on the position of the biggest opportunity for this year, 2 cards flew out, and it was like the death card and the tower in reverse. And so I was like, okay, I mean, I wasn't even surprised actually at that time. It was in early January, obviously, but yeah, I already kind of had this feeling, and it was a match, and that this is like just the sign for very big inner transformation for myself, and I feel that with the topics that are coming in. So I really hope that the next 6 months will be, I think I will be learning things that I probably don't even know right now what it will be about, but that will be important for me and my journey, and also like my business, and like my ego, and like I think, like, of course I want to continue with my business, I want to have success with my business and put all my energy into that. But I think that the experiences that I'm about to have are necessary for me to do that. And so yeah, I have to surrender, and I want to surrender to that. I really hope that I will have nice experiences, and that will be a great time, and that I will learn the things that I need to learn, and that also like receive the things that I need to receive, or that will nourish me. I think it's a lot about nourishment, hopefully. I mean, I will also have to work a lot, so it's not just about nourishment. But yeah, so yes, that's the big announcement. So things are going to change on this channel. I mean, they already did. It's been quite quiet. It will probably continue like that. I hope that I will sometimes give a little update, or create a little video, or just send you, like send a couple of pictures or something. The channel itself, like the Instagram channel, but also the YouTube channel, I said it in a couple of videos, like it's been going on for a couple of months now. I have a feeling that there will be some big changes. However, I still don't know the changes, what kind of changes that will be. But I think like in a half a year, I might probably know. But maybe also already earlier. But yeah, so like you can stick around, and yeah, hopefully you will. And there's also my website. I also still have like an announcement to make for the German speaking community, because I will be part of an online summit, a really cool German online summit, and I will announce that also soon, today or tomorrow. Like, long overdue. I didn't get to do that because I was so busy with other things. But so yeah, like watch out for that one, because I think it will be really, really cool. But yeah, and other than that, we will see. I have no clue what's going to happen with my business. I'm a bit sad. I went through yeah, I went through a lot of back and forth and crying and all that, because I didn't want to let go. But I feel that it's right, so I have to trust that, and I hope that it will get me to a place that will be good for me. Yeah, literally and metaphorically. So is there anything else? I have like a couple of notes here. Yeah, no, I think that this is it. Just, like, I have like the feeling that for a lot of people this year started off quite differently than, like, I expected something completely different for this year for myself. I mean, like, I did do the reading, and like, on the themes, themes were clear to me, but I saw them play, or like had I had another vision for myself in my head. Like, I saw them playing out differently. At least I saw some things quite literally exactly how they are going to happen right now, which was also like, it's also new to me, as you know, that I usually don't do predictions or something, but for the first time I tried to do that for myself, and was quite interesting that some things are actually really happening like that. But of course, it's still, you always just get a taste of it. You don't really know what is going to happen exactly, or at least I don't. But I think I see this in a lot of people, that the year started off, and they were like very, very, like, a lot of new projects and a lot of energy, and like you had like this great vision, and now I see it everywhere. Like, people are changing and are getting on a different trajectory, a different path. And it's quite interesting to me that this is happening. So I think I'm not the only one. And also this topic of surrender, and the term loving the ego is coming in right now, which is of course really beautiful. But yeah, loving the ego through its surrender. Loving the ego through its surrender to the soul and to the divine will. That is a topic that is not only coming in for me. All right, I love you guys so much, and I love this business so much, and I hope that you are all well. And I don't think I will vanish forever, or like not forever, but I will completely vanish, like totally vanish. But yeah, I will try to say hi once in a while, and you can still book readings and stuff. So I mean, I will then tell you probably that it might take a week or two until I will get to them, but you can still book. My bookings are still open. It's just, like, I will not have the time to create so many videos and all that. So, but I am still available, and if I'm not, I can tell you in between. We'll see. A week from now, I'm going to get to the new country, and yeah, all right. I hope you are well. You have I'm still, like, again, wanting to point out the channeling that I did at the end of October. You can find that on my website, on my blog, the transcription. It's really, really rich in information. It tells you a lot about the things that are happening right now and in the next weeks and months. So I really just, like, you can go back to that. It's very potent. And also, like, I think like a couple of readings that I did in the last months. But anyways, so yeah, I hope that you are well, and I will get back to you soonish. Let's see. All right, I love you guys so much, and talk to you soon. Bye bye.